On the world news tonight, Rivers Group raises 10-point communique in condemnation of Abuja proclamation. Governor Adeleke of Osun State signs a budget of 273.9 billion into law. Plus, federal government lists more motor parks for 50% rebate on transport fares. Compliments of the season. Good to have you join us on the World News tonight. My name is Ibigoni Kalio. Welcome. Do you love and care about Rivers State and our peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. It's a task we must accomplish. You can watch Rstv News live on YouTube at Rstv Online and Facebook at Rstv Channel 22 Online. You can subscribe and click the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. Now, for Elelewo daughters abroad, coming home couldn't be more delightful as they joined their sisters and mates at home to celebrate the 2023 Maiden Rumorinya Elelewo Eto Day. The women, all colorfully adorned, danced in merriment, but had a request to make to the custodian of their tradition and leaders of the land. Vincent Ako was there and tells us more.
Addressing the gathering, President of Elelewo Eto Daughters, Victoria Simeon Wele, explained that Rumorinya are the women born and married in Elelewo community. Mrs. Victoria Wele further explained that the purpose of their coming together was to establish lasting peace and unity in the community by mediating in conflicts that may arise in Elelewo, and expressed optimism that their men will always listen to them in such times. According to her, the women also intend to ensure that children born and bred in Elelewo are able to communicate in the native Ikwere language to prevent it from extinction.
We target to affect our generation. This is one, to bring peace where there is trouble. This set of daughters, when we come and take interest in that trouble, our elders will usually hear us because they believe that we have what to offer. So our overall aim is to establish peace in this land.
Paramount Ruler Elelewo Eto, His Royal Highness Eze Wele, expressed delight over the women's stance, saying the initiative has brought the people of the community home and abroad together.
It will have so many good impacts in the community. Looking at it, we are counting in Ikwere language. We are reading news in Ikwere language. So many children don't know how to count in Ikwere language. And so with this one, by next time, so many will learn how to count in Ikwere language. And so many will learn how to speak Ikwere language. We want our culture. Our language should not go. It should come back.
Our community leader, Mike Ejims Enwukwe, described the initiative by the Elelewo daughters as cultural revival and peace, which, according to him, will foster togetherness.
Cultural revival, cultural unity, togetherness, peace for the community. If there are some more challenges that we have, they will come and talk to you. Can you disobey your mother? Can you disobey your wife?
The event featured presentation of news and counting of numbers in Ikwere language, unveiling of a signpost, and presentation of plaques to deserving members. Vincent Ako, Rstv.
Now, members of the coalition of River State leaders of thought have joined other groups to condemn the Abuja proclamation by President Bola Tinubu over the political misunderstanding in the state. Their stance formed a part of a 10-point communique reached at the press conference held in Port Harcourt. Godspar Anele tells us more.
Presenting the communique on behalf of the group convener of the event, High Chief Sonia Chukwumele said the group was established as opinion molders, elders, and leaders of thought from diverse backgrounds with the same vision to better the state. According to him, the group also acts as a vanguard engaged in agenda setting and promotion of good governance. High Chief Chukwumele expressed the group's dissatisfaction of the political upheaval in the state and came up with the resolution to include the appreciation of the state governor, Similaye Fubara, who embraced the Peace Pact, describing it as priceless. He said the group appreciated President Bola Tinubu and other well-meaning groups and individuals for their concern towards enthroning lasting peace in the state. High Chief Chukwumele revealed that the Presidential Peace Accord in Abuja was anti-democratic and against the laws of the land, particularly on Governor Fubara, as it failed to address the root cause of the matter.
Presidential Peace Accord was delivered against the state governor, Sir Siminalayi Fubara, which shows that it did not address the root cause of the problem. The exercise, as observed, presents the scenario as bullying and intimidation of an elected governor, which is the symbol of authority and power of Rivers State. The Abuja proclamation did not recognize constitutional, judicial, and legal issues regarding the state legislators who defected from the political party that gave them the platform to a new one. Rivers people are deeply worried about these issues.
High Chief Chukwumele said clauses 5, 6, and 7 of the proclamation as stipulated cannot resolve the matter and wondered how a budget signed into law and due for implementation will be represented to the Assembly. He appreciated the withdrawal of the pending action in the courts by both warring parties, particularly the Christmas visit to the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, by Governor Similaye Fubara, as a mark of honor, respect, and demonstration of love.
We are happy with the governor's Christmas Day visit to his predecessor, the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, His Excellency Barrister Nyesom Wike, CON. We believe by such steps, real peace based on mutual love and respect will be bettered to the glory of God. We condemn the sectionalization and ethnicization of the political conflict in Rivers State. The problem should at all times be seen as Rivers State problem and must be solved by Rivers people.
God's power, Anele, Rstv News.
Now, 5 senior officers of 6th Division, Nigerian Army, Port Harcourt, promoted from the rank of Colonel to Brigadier General, have been decorated by the General Officer commanding the division, Major General Jamal Abdusalam. Justice Inhuo has details.
The officers decorated as Brigadier Generals were Chidoze Amoha, Adamu Kichna, Kingsley Inyang, Efyong Nse, and Ibrahim Gambari. Major General Abdusalam thanked the Chief of Army Staff for finding them worthy of the honor and enjoined the officers to see it as added responsibility and confidence reposed in them. He urged them to sustain the core values of the Nigerian Army and apply ingredients of success which include patience, hard work, dedication, loyalty, integrity, and humility.
All these things are connected. Our well-trained, highly motivated force. And the motivation of the force takes us back to what I earlier mentioned of welfare and administration of troops. Key component of that philosophy, key component of command as a whole, which is a key issue that all of us as commanders make sure to address first and foremost.
The GOC reminded them of their loyalty to the Constitution and the President, emphasizing the need to prioritize the welfare of personnel and troops, as well as ensuring a well-trained and highly motivated force. According to him, the Army will do all within its powers to make Nigeria work and enthrone security in the Niger Delta to enable government to meet projected revenue targets.
Loyalty to your immediate commanders, loyalty to Army staff, loyalty to the President Commander-in-Chief, and loyalty to the Constitution of Nigeria. Of course, integrity
Justice Ihu, Rstv News.
Now, Bishop of the Diocese of Eche Anglican Communion, Right Reverend Okechukwunwala, has called on the people of Eche ethnic nationality to shun the act of land grabbing and other forms of criminality, as it will discourage investors to site their businesses in the area. The bishop gave the advice at a press briefing. The newsman in Port Harcourt, Emmanuel Emeono's report is here presented from our studio.
According to Bishop Wala, land grabbing and kidnapping have become one of the major activities that has tarnished the image of the Eche nation, a rather dehumanizing act. Bishop Wala decried the modern method where land grabbers make logistics arrangements by procuring an interim injunction from the court, getting the police to execute the order, mobilizing caterpillars and bulldozers to site, in addition to hiring hoodlums who act as foot soldiers. The clergy noted that the abduction of human beings for ransom is another incident that has remained unabated in Eche land, as a result of which many businesses are relocating and genuine people are losing interest in coming to buy or develop property in the area due to criminal activities sponsored by evil perpetrators.
My advice to them is that they should find meaningful ways to make a living, because any wealth you acquire through ungodly means has negative consequences. Jeremiah 17:11 says, "Those such people will not live long to eat the fruit of their labor." They are my brothers, and I feel this is because I know the implication. I feel worried. I'm begging them to desist on those acts. It doesn't matter whose land is taken, whether it's a German or somebody else.
He explained that on the assumption of office as bishop, they made frantic efforts to appeal to the conscience of the youth in the area to desist from acts capable of jeopardizing the peace and unity of the land, adding that all hands must be on deck to achieve peace in the land.
When somebody bought a land and you sell the land and ask him to come and take another land, and on the process the man is killed, they are shedding blood on the land. When blood is shed on the land, it has serious negative implications. All of us will be affected. So the church exists within the community. Whatever happens in that community affects the church. Then I want to call on our traditional rulers. I want to call on the governor of Rivers State. I want to call on commissioner of police. It's a serious matter. If you allow it to continue, there will be anarchy.
The federal government has released a list of more motor parks where Nigerians can enjoy 50% rebate on transport fares for return trips during the festive season. This was contained on the X account of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Temitokbe Ajayi, on 29th December. The government had promised to subsidize the traveling fees of passengers wishing to travel during the Yuletide. Governor Ademola Adeleke of Osun State has signed the state's 2024 appropriation bill into law, promising to ensure its full implementation. The governor's spokesman, Olawale Rashid, said in a statement that the total approved budget was 273.9 billion naira. Governor Adeleke christened it Budget of Reconstruction and Recovery, which was crafted to fast-track the revitalization of various sectors of the state's economy. The Osun State House of Assembly had on 21st December passed the 2024 appropriation bill of 273.9 billion naira after its presentation on 9 November for consideration and approval. Do you love and care about Rivers State and our peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. It's a task we must accomplish. You can watch Rstv News live on YouTube, at Rstv Online, and Facebook at Rstv Channel 22 Online. You can subscribe and click the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. Before we apply the brakes, 150,000 Palestinians flee central Gaza as Israeli forces advance on refugee camps. And in sports, NFF denies relaunch of Super Eagles jersey as a player prepare for AFCON 2024. Details of these and more at the flip side of the bulletin. Stay with
Our new toothpaste, Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection.
Why are we changing our toothpaste?
Because with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, I can be sure your teeth are cavity-free.
When you brush daily with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, its expert formula locks natural calcium in our teeth and helps protect them from cavity. Colgate is the world's most chosen toothpaste.
Colgate locks calcium in,
Keeps cavities out!
The new Colgate Mini Pack is now available at just 300 Naira.
Awesome wonder and mighty ruler, the king of all the earth.
I have said this, and I'm going to say it. My vision is not to buy private jets. My vision is not to drive the most expensive car. My vision is not to use the money of God to build expensive school that the members that contributed cannot attend. My vision is to use the resources of God, prepare people for heaven. My vision is to look for the lost souls, look for the prostitutes, look for the armed robbers, look for the killers, look for the assassins. Use the resources of God and rehabilitate them and prepare them for heaven. My vision is to look for children that cannot go to school, children that are roaming on the street. Use the resources of God, take them to a school, think that they can go to school and become better people tomorrow. That is my vision.
OPS, Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
No matter what I do, you love me unconditionally. You show up for me every day. No matter when I show you, you show me love. You show me. No matter when I show you, you show me love.
Now available in new flavors.
You show me love.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
Good to have you join us again. Now, 150,000 Palestinians are being forced to flee areas of central Gaza, the UN has said, as Israeli forces advanced on refugee camps there. Witnesses and Hamas's armed wing reported that tanks had reached the eastern outskirts of Burej camp. Israel's military recently expanded its ground offensive to target Burej and nearby Nusrat and Magazi camps. Israeli bombardment also killed dozens of people across Gaza on Thursday, according to the Hamas-run health ministry. Egypt has confirmed that it has put forward a three-stage proposal to stop the fighting, which ends with a ceasefire. A Hamas delegation is said to have arrived in Cairo to give its response to the plan. The war was triggered by an unprecedented cross-border attack by Hamas gunmen on southern Israel on 7 October, in which 1,200 people were killed, most of them civilians, and about 240 others taken as hostage. On entertainment, former BB Niger Level Up housemate Chomzi has officially exchanged marriage vows with her partner Henry Chinonso. Marvis Victor of the entertainment desk got the sights and sounds.
The couple took to their Instagram page to announce their union as they were seen dressed in traditional attire adorned with beautiful beads. The celebration continued in a video that circulated on social media showcasing the couple dancing and vibing together. Nigerian singer Johnny Drill has welcomed a baby girl with his wife Rima. The artist took to his Instagram to share the news of the arrival of his daughter, known as Amaris Igodaro. Johnny Drew also took a moment to shower his wife with appreciation, acknowledging her strength during the past few months.
You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Famous South Korean actor, best known for his role in the Oscar-winning film Parasite, Lee Seung-kyun, is dead. The 48-year-old actor was found unconscious in a vehicle, and it remains unclear if Seung-kyun committed suicide. The police said they received a report that he had left home after writing a note. Mavis Victor, Rstv Entertainment.
Now, President Bola Tinubu and his wife, Oluremi Tinubu, has urged the Falcons striker and 2023 Confederation of Africa CAF Women's Player of the Year 2023, Azizat Shola, and her teammates to keep rising and demonstrating the best of the Nigerian character in the global space. President Tinubu and his wife gave the charge when they played host to Oshola at their Bodilion Ikoyi residence in Lagos. They both assured Oshola of the nation's continued support for her and other Nigerian women striving for excellence in their chosen paths. The First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, particularly congratulated the Barcelona star on winning the Best African Female Footballer of the Year for record sixth time. Speaking to journalists, Oshola noted that she was first recognized publicly as a footballer at the Muniru Muse football competition organized by the First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, while she was at the Senate. She assured that she would continue to do her best and be a worthy ambassador of the country anywhere in the world. The Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) has dismissed the reports of the launch of a new jersey designed for the men's national team ahead of the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations scheduled to begin in January in Côte d'Ivoire. Images of the retro jersey designed went viral on Thursday, with several media outlets also announcing its unveiling by the kit manufacturer Nike. However, the Glass House, in a short statement released on Friday, stated that the reports of the launch were untrue. Remember that the present jersey of the Super Eagles was launched by Nike in September 2022 amidst criticisms from fans. On a somber note, burial arrangements in honor of late Mrs. Chain Sylvanus Obuama of Abalama have been made public. A statement by her son Sogbeya Ama said the body will leave Kpaima Morgue tomorrow for Abalama at 7 o'clock in the morning. According to the statement, her remains will arrive at her maternal home to be received at 7:30 a.m. From thence to her husband's home at Alali Polo for a brief line-in state, and later to her father's home for a day vigil. The statement added that a funeral service is slated to hold at the Lutheran Church Abalama, followed by interment as well as a reception at the Abalama school field. Late Mrs. Chain Sylvanus Obuama was aged 91. Do you love and care about River State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. It's a task we must accomplish. You can watch Rstv News live on YouTube at Rstv Online and Facebook at Rstv Channel 22 Online. You can subscribe and click the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. To end the news, let's take a recap of some of the major stories. A group calling itself Coalition of River State Leaders of Thought has raised a 10-point communique condemning the proclamation made by President Bola Tinubu on the misunderstanding between Governor Fubara and the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike. Governor Ademola Adeleke of Osun State has signed the 2024 appropriation bill of 273.9 9 billion naira into law to fast-track revitalization of various sectors of the state's economy. We also reported that the federal government had listed yet more motor parks across the country to reduce the transportation fare of travelers returning home from the holidays by 50%. That's how we capture the world on the lenses of Double Two. Thank you for your time. Compliments of the season, and have a resplendent evening.